Hi, and welcome to my stream, as usual. Um, actually, forgot to set something up, but we are almost ready to go. Now, go. There we go. And hi, Cat Begemot. Previously, at least the last 2 weeks, I've been playing Asheviere's Dogs, a mainline candidate, and last time, okay, and last time we were playing Prisoners, which basically were our travel from Sauerduck, I think, to Tav, where we encountered rebels and an elvish lady that spoke a prophecy, which we didn't care much for, and at last we arrived at Tav and conquered it. In the meantime, Asheviere was still doing her own things. To be precise, the main antagonist in the story, Lord Deferis, um, tried to attack Weldon with his allies, and we were obviously not there. We were at Tav, so Asheviere had to do that part herself. So the Art of War is sort of a flashback what happened in the meantime of the main story, and to also give Asheviere a bit of time to, you could say, speak for herself, to shape her character. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. And hi, Ace of Dog. And now that also kinda means that none of our named units are present on this map, but we will get through the scenario and then we will get back to the main story. For now, let's just start the Art of War. Basically what happened while we were traveling to Tav and conquering it. Or what happened after we left Sauerduck. While Bazur and Isolde had been fighting their way towards Tav, Asheviere had launched a massive recruitment effort at Wesnoth's northern border. Sauerduck was brought under the Crown's direct control and transformed into a rallying point for Orcish mercenaries. One by one, the warriors and warlords flocked there and swore allegiance in return for coin. Asheviere was well aware that she was calling down a storm. She had seen that Orcish loyalty was measured only in gold. The chieftains moved against each other as often as the royal army, all the while pillaging the land and its people wherever they went. But the queen needed soldiers who cared nothing for the ideals of Wesnoth's rebels, soldiers happy to support any cause as long as they were paid. That it was the pillaged commoners who bore this burden was so much the better for the royal treasury. Firstly, a great many villagers paid a price for the queen's war machine, often with their very lives. Shocked by Asheviere's willingness to unleash orcs upon the kingdom, the remaining eastern rebels, already scattered and disorganized, fell swiftly to the northern hordes. The western provinces, particularly Elendilfar, had no desire to involve themselves in another war so soon after Garrods, a view only encouraged by the imposing presence of Fortress Halstead, with its vast garrison and high walls rivaling those of even Dantong. Halstead being over there and Elendilfar sort of cut off from main Wesnoth by Halstead itself. Only the mighty Baron of Dantong, Richard D. Ferris, remained a credible threat to Asheviere's rule. But even before Bazur and Isolde reached Tav, the Ferris and his allies had already arrived at Weldon. Like, see, they have a pretty short way. Asheviere made battle against him in the fields outside the capital, fearing that the city siege might drive townsfolk to defect. Her right hand was the warlord Guvok, High Chief of the Blackreth and once ally of Eldred's, and High Rogue. So here we go, young Queen Asheviere. Something that bothers me about it is that her stats don't really match a level 3 unit and her level 4 stats don't match a level 4 unit, which is partially because her level 4 unit and her stats are lifted from mainline, where she's a level 3 unit. So yeah, she gets a higher level so we can make more use of her leadership. but the other stats were not adjusted as far as I can tell, and that creates this discrepancy. The rebels are camped across the field. So many campfires. It is as if all the traitors in Wesnoth have gathered under the banner of this accursed Asheviere. Time to beat some discipline into these rebels. What's the plan, Queen? How would you approach this battle, Orc? Assassins in the vanguard, followed by swordsmen and trolls with archers in the back. We strike at sunset, and by dawn there will be no one left to fight back. Crude, primitive. No, that does not suit me. The Pharaoh's army is as strong as ours. We shall not fight him with brute force, piling up mountains of skulls. Even if we were to win, our ranks would be too thin to march on Dantong. Gah, why bother with Dantong? Kill them all here! I know my enemy well. As long as the Pharaoh holds the richest province in Wesnoth, he will always find a way to survive and return with a new army. The war will not end until Dantong bows to my will. Fine. Then how do we fight? First, let us send a scout into the enemy camp. Knowledge is power. Maybe learning the rebels' formation will help us choose the right tactics. So, the victory is to gather your army and prepare for battle, and with a bonus task of scouting our rebel leaders. The first unit to recruit will gain a Night Stalk ability and will be useful as a scout. And in this scenario, the first 6 turns will be at night. Starting on turn 7, the normal schedule will resume and battle will begin. The battle will begin. So, first of all, just so you know, if I do not scout all enemies, the enemies will basically attack in concert, and I will trigger a last resort sort of instantly recalling 6 Royal Guards, which is helpful, but actually scouting them and knowing what you're up to is 1, useful, and 2, gives strategic advice, and 3, allows me to bait one of them to basically destroy any chance they have. So yeah, that's the plan. So, and first of all, I'm gonna look which unit has the most base movement points, and that would be a Dragoon for the humans. And for the orcs, that would be the Goblin Knight. So beyond this best case, I get a quick Dragoon or a quick Wolf Rider. That's just luck. There's nothing I can do to guarantee that. But yeah, actually, how much do they cost each? Like they cost 28 gold, 29 gold. Doesn't really matter. So I would like to scout this one first, like in clockwise order. This one, this one, this one. And that's why I'm gonna go with a Dragoon, because he's closer to them over there. He's not quick. I will live. Going to take a little peek out there. Gulfenak has gained a Night Stalk ability. This ability will be removed once the turn ends. No? No? Okay, first of all, I got a report because it's clearly a typo. And second of all, I don't think it's actually correct, because I believe the Night Stalk ability will disappear once the 6 turns have run out. So yeah. Also, I wonder, why do I have 221 gold? I mean, maybe my what's it called? My carryover gold from previous scenario applies here, which would story-wise make no sense. Let me take a look. What's the base gold I get? Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. We recruited a unit, so we're not sitting anymore on the flat 250 gold. My bad. So he can move it, but the important part is he gets to move immediately. And give me a moment to write down that typo first. Where are you, Asheviere stocks? There. Okay. When recruiting a first unit. Will be removed. Will be removed. Once turns end. Like, I maybe this is supposed to mean when the scenario ends. That makes sense. Yeah, exactly, Cat Begomer, that's correct. So, and beyond him, I'm not gonna recruit anything until I discovered more for to play the intended way. Like for the record, I've played this scenario before since the last stream. I checked it out, and technically I do already have information we're gonna acquire now, but I plan on playing it the intended way instead of having this information beforehand, and so will pretend not to know anything, and I will hold off my recruiting. Okay, so obviously we've got horse people over here, riders to be precise. Oh, actually, like I'm gonna redo the turn anyway. Okay, so no, fair enough. Then I was just wondering if there was a better movement, possibly, to give me more space to get. Like, yeah, this actually spares me one movement point, so I can get to the green leader faster. So, Sir Ella and his knights hold their right flank. Ella is distant from the other lords, not surprising. He must want to take all the glory for himself. That is good for me. I must marshal our pikemen against him and find a way to turn his vanity to my advantage. So first of all, obviously, we're just gonna fight horsemen and lancers and knights over there, and I mean, there is the perfect counter. Spearman. Best coupled with a lieutenant. Like, he is heroic, of course, so 50% AP, HP, 50% damage, and he seems to have first strike as well, which is somewhat useful, but won't matter that much, especially if I'm standing Spearman exclusively. So, first of all, I like they are sort of the easiest to take down because they will charge, they will run into the perfect damage type to counter them, so I can deal with that quite easily. And I'm gonna and two lieutenants because they will break through my spearman line sort of and kill one of the lieutenants first. It happens. And then once I finish them off, I will also take down the leader. And for that, I will need units that are not spearmen, but instead we'll be sending some archers. Which is also why it's important that I have two lieutenants, so basically my backup lieutenant can lead the archers afterwards. So yes, I'm gonna invest quite a bit of money into this, but completely destroying one of the three forces will be useful in the long run. So I think this is more than enough, for sure. You see the enemy also just collects their units for now. And there's the enemy leader. Baron Richard commands the center like the aspiring king that he is. I've seen his soldiers in action. Only heavy infantry can hold him off. The Ferris is clearly the strongest point in their formation. So you see he's heroic, and his special ability is the magnificent armor. Arrows, spears, and throwing knives bounce off the Baron's magnificent armor without doing any damage. Ranged blade and pierce attacks on the Baron will reduce damage by 99%. Moreover, the Baron cannot be poisoned or slowed. So basically, I will always have to take a melee fight against him, and I can't grind him down with poison, for example. Which would be my preferred option, of course. So, I can counter them with heavy infantry, but heavy infantry is not fast, so I can basically take forever to recruit them, or wait for with recruiting them. So to counter them, I will probably mix, well, yeah, heavy infantry and maybe some trolls. So I'm not gonna recruit more right now because, as I said, for those, it will just take a while. And then there's this one. There is the heavy infantry we were speaking of. They put Grey, the heavy infantry commander, on a distant left flank. Apparently Baron Richard did not want to give him the center, and Grey was not willing to fight for it. Good thing for us that he is so meek. Now his soldiers will arrive to the battle later than anyone else. My assassins and archers can weaken these Iron Men before they face our main forces. Perfect. Do it. And that is true. They will basically just stand by until the fight starts, or at least until they think the fight starts, which is later than an actual fight, to be honest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. At least, like, I'm just gonna send some August Assassins, because note, there's also, if they're just standing here, there's no village, or almost no village in reach for them to heal. So I can indeed just poison them and wait them out. Like, I would have preferred, like, actually, technically, it might be better to send another unit over there to scout this one earlier, so I have sort of more of a justification to send them earlier, to recruit them earlier, so they can start poisoning them earlier too. But well, I didn't. I gotta deal with that. So just send them over there. I'm gonna let them confront the horsemen during daytime, and once that army is finished, nighttime will sort of arrive, and the Orcish archers will swoop in to finish the job by attacking the enemy leader. Okay, it is almost daytime, but not yet. Oh, interesting. So let's arrange my units. Like, my lieutenants are obviously much faster. They are also quick, which just increases the disparity. But yeah, I gotta keep my archers back, and I gotta front load. Yeah. So yeah, it would have been useful to get them first, but I nonetheless think it's might be even more useful to learn about those guys first, so I have the justification to set up my killing ground over here. Yeah. Also, if you have knowledge beforehand, then you also know that those guys move way later than everyone else, so I don't actually lose that much time. I lose some, but I don't lose that much. Now, and this is the message you get when you actually scouted all 3 enemy leaders. Now I see it all in the palm of my hand. Richard treats his lords as his subjects. He wants to control the entire battlefield, so he has taken the center. Alliant has only obeyed him indeed, perching his knight just beyond the center, ready to charge and snatch all the glory for himself. Grey obeyed him completely and thereby put his soldiers in an awkward position. These lords had hung around my late husband long enough to adopt as many vices. Alliant his bluster, Richards his despotism, Grey his disregard for common sense. My plan is ready. Yes, your majesty? Give Sir Alliant this word and a message. If you are afraid to attack a woman's army, accept Garrett's word. Perhaps it will strengthen your resolve. I obey, your majesty. Damn, that is quite loyal. Well, Sir Alliant, you have a message from Queen Asheviere. Interesting. Has the queen decided to surrender herself to my mercy? The messenger handed Alliant this word and the message, word for word. Well, I would say Alliant was not happy. Enough! I will not wait to be insulted by this witch. Knights, attack! So predictable. Pikemen, move up. Give these knights a warm welcome. So the art of war. My victory now is to defeat two of the rebels lord. Blah. Defeat rebels lord. Defeat two of the rebels lord. I would say defeat two of the rebel lords. Defeat and also write it out instead of putting it as a number. Put it as a word instead. Rebel lords. Good, exactly. Defeated lords will have 75 less gold in the final scenario, which is quite soon. So yeah, an Iron Mauler that's heroic. By the way, Sir Grey has regenerates as a special thing. And yeah, he's packing quite a punch, that's for sure. So it's not daytime yet. So actually don't want to start a fight yet. Or at least I don't want to walk all of my units in range yet. Just leaving this one here. Okay, I can see I could have left myself with a bit more time for recruiting those, and that would have likely been more advantageous. Okay, and as you can see, the Dragoon no longer has Night Stalk, so yeah, the messenger is absolutely dead now. There is no way. He is no longer Night Stalk, so the correct method will be removed when the night ends. Will be removed once the first night ends. Perfect. So we're just gonna send them over there. So we know for sure that that guy's gonna charge us now. We haven't really said anything about those two guys, so but we can more or less assume that they will not charge. So that's nice. And I'm just gonna collect more gold for now. Like you see, I'm almost at the point where villages will not neutralize the upkeep I have. Nice. That's pretty much what I had hoped for. So you see, those guys are still just collecting their army, doing nothing else beyond that. Like, and I'm not 100% sure if they will attack me or not. So this is sort of, I might just undo the whole thing, depending on how this shakes out. So you see, without charge, I have a more difficult time of putting them down, but I'm definitely putting them down, that's for sure. Okay, maybe it's not that sure. Ah, damn it, that is... Like, wanna bet that they just... Basically what I did, I exposed my lieutenant, and they will of course attack him instead of the soldiers. And that is not good, of course. So we'd like to fix that first off. Damn, that's quite what I had hoped for. Let's see. So they definitely won't get around them. And they will probably not attack this one. Not this one precisely. So that's fine by me. And they can still swoop in. Oh snap, I forgot about this one. That works more or less. Actually, in that case, I do not even need to move this one, I think. Except for this one. Fair enough. Okay, now I'm gonna save here, and depending on how those guys move, I will move my assassins a bit differently, of course. For now, I'm still just gonna collect more gold. I mean, not great. Not terrible. Okay, actually, just not great. It could have gone much better, to be honest. Okay, so they absolutely do not move no matter what. That is good to know. So they will move once I'm next to them, but as you can see, they will not preemptively move, which is still pretty good for me. So those three are not poisoned. Obviously, I'm not really dealing any damage with my throwing knives. But hey, they will die, so that's good enough for me. Yeah, the whole dying is a bit difficult if I'm not hitting anything. Dang. Now, also I do need some of them to survive, you know? Just some of them. Okay, so that's going quite well for now. I mean, there's no point to bind my soldiers down in defense. I mean, when attacking them. This is a much better choice for sure. Now, I basically just need to trigger him. And then at nighttime, which is almost about to arrive, I will be able to grind him down. And as you can see, those guys are still not moving. So, I've got a little bit of time left. I mean, you can basically say this was absolutely not a better plan and they're moving out of position, which is why no one else has been reacting so far. Okay, so... Erland, what are you doing? It's not time to attack yet. You ruined my plan. Only a king may command me, Richard. I attack when I see fit. We'll have to support the knights or we'll be defeated in detail. Soldiers, forward! And that's when they start moving. So meaning I will also very soon start taking steps to, let's say, increase my unit, oh come on, no, that's unlucky. It happens, but it is unlucky for sure. It's okay, one less unit point than I would like to. I'll have to live with that. But those guys are definitely poisoned. Like those two, those lieutenants, they won't move at all. But they also won't join the attack, sure. But yeah, if they're in the way, I can poison them too. But they're definitely not my primary target. So get wrecked. Wonderful. Less wonderful. Oh, that might be. Perfect. I'll take that. So yeah, as you can see, they can only attack those, so that is also quite wonderful. And I'm pretty reasonably certain that I have enough units to take them down now. And I definitely should start. Like, I'm still not quite convinced if I should start recruiting now. I have a bit more time. Like, they still have to actually move over to me. So, that's enough time. Nice! He's going... Okay, I was kinda hoping to land something in retaliation, but I guess not. So you can see they are falling apart poison-wise. And my assassins are mostly doing a great job at dodging everything that is thrown at them. Like, look at them. Like, sure, every single one of them is gonna die, that's no question really. But I think the impact they've had, amazing. Like, so far 3 of them have died, 6 of them will die at the end, sure. But nonetheless, the impact, just amazing. Okay, strong, intelligent. Already got a kill. Definitely gonna feed him more kills, that's for sure. Then let's put this. Oh damn it! I wanted to take advantage of leadership and I messed that up. That's my bad. So let's also mess up this guy while we're already at it. But actually, I mean, if I get to kill that one, I can absolutely enclose them and yep, perfect. And get even more hits in. That's wonderful, quite wonderful indeed. And I think we can all agree this guy is dead. There's nothing he can do. So that's already one of the 3 armies defeated, just because of well done scouting. By the way, for the record, there is an achievement for advancing Asheviere to level 4 in the Art of War in this scenario. It's gonna be difficult, but doable, but a bit difficult. The best part is we have no turn limit, which I honestly find a bit questionable. Like, I would actually suggest adding in a turn limit here, reasoned by Asheviere saying she does not want to Pyrrhic defeat, Pyrrhic victory. She wants to crush them with numbers to spare. And if the battle is dragging out forever and ever, that would mean she's getting bled dry, likely. Like, I feel like this is the newest addition onto the campaign, this scenario. So I think it could maybe do with a bit more polishing to really emphasize this. We do not want a Pyrrhic victory. Maybe a kill-death ratio would, I mean, that would be nice, I guess. Not sure how exactly I would implement it, because there are definitely points, like for right now, for example, where I'm happy to sacrifice some units for a long-term advantage, meaning all the heavy infantrymen being poisoned and all. So look at them, they've got quite a level of level 2 units and a level 3 unit, so I definitely want to poison that one. So a troll would go quite nicely. Whoops. And maybe an Orcish warrior as well. They are plenty strong. And I think that's all for now. Also, by fighting at the camp, I can of course pull off leadership advantage. So for the record, I could kill him this very next, first, easily, but I would like to kill the lieutenant first to, well, get the XP, because I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, that, and there go my poor I said. I'm not 100% sure, but I think defeating the leader also removes all the units from the map. I don't know what's happened, but the plan is for us to attack now. Come on, Iron Man, let's crush the Asheviere's dogs. This actually causes them to arrive relatively at the same, no, actually staggered. Those guys will arrive first, then those will arrive. And for example, if I had waited for them to rush to my camp, like it would have been blue arrives, green arrives 2 to 3 turns later, maybe 4, and then purple arrives again 1, 2, 3 turns later. So yeah, basically making sure that they will not advance as one cohesive whole. And indeed defeat them in detail, as the enemy leader has feared, and we are about to pull off. So let's see, maybe I can give. A shame. Then let's give here. So, and I think I would, it doesn't really matter which of the, no, it does matter, this one should get the kill, either of those two. Nice. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? That is such a shame to be giving a kill to this one. I mean, the good thing is I won't be playing those units again in this campaign, so I don't have to worry about building the perfect army. But at least for the duration of this scenario, it would be nice to have better units. No, I will not die at the hands of the Queen's filthy henchmen. I retreat, but mark my words, Asheviere, we will meet again, and that meeting will be your last. I hope next time you have the courage to die like the honorable knight you pretend to be, Alliant. The Alliant has knight speed, it has retreat. The Alliant will have 75 less gold in the final scenario. There we go. So you see they removed all their, you could say, baggage train, logistics, leaving us with only these enemies. So for the record, I do have access to some units. I do have access to mages actually, and I very much would like to get at least one white mage. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna train up one white mage, and I'm gonna train up Asheviere to also get to the level 4. Yeah, that's also like questionable how I'm letting them go. But well, that's definitely not my choice. That's classic enough. I mean, maybe we could have animated some dash third attack or something to justify that. Oh yeah, this is also a really nice thing for me personally, that green takes all the villages away from purple. So even now that they are moving, they do not get to heal. They do not get to rest up in a village. They are just screwed. So those forces are not that strong. So they will more or less just chill here. I do have the latest version. I'm not for sure. I checked before the stream as I usually do. Okay, so actually let's put the trolls on over here because daytime is about to arrive, so they won't be as useful anymore. And that's with regard to that, I definitely should also get another heavy infantryman and support them a little bit with leadership, I would say. Best case, this one will move for them. Actually, I'm pretty sure he will. Damn. But I got my damage in. Oh, I see. He's not willing to get run off by that. Fine by me. So he is smart enough to rotate them through the village to heal them. It's not good enough short-term wise. Long-term wise, anything actually. It's just not good enough. They will not heal in time. They cannot heal in time. That's a shame. That's a really big shame. This isn't a shame. And I definitely would like to get that XP. Die, traitor! I mean, I can understand wanting to kill them personally. Okay. Nighttime is soon enough to arrive, and I'm gonna move up our Orcish Sovereign over here, and I definitely will clash with those. 10 damage. How much damage to an infant? Okay, exactly 10. Then you would definitely survive. You as well. And you guys are just gonna move over there. Like, I'm gonna reunite those guys with the main army without really trying to clash with them before getting to my camp. So this was not a good idea with attacking. I should have just placed them there and let them be attacked to reduce the damage they will take. Luckily, they did not quite murder them well enough, so Asheviere is still safe. But that was maybe a bit more risky than it should have been. So see, they keep rotating, they keep having 0 health. Life is good for my units. Like, I would love to attack them, but there's a chance of my unit dying and that would suck a lot. But yeah, this guy is definitely dead, no question. That's a fight they will and can and will win. And let's keep advancing to my main field. Not me to be precise. Just like those guys are the worst, the Javelineers. You can see level 2 range attack. They can really just grind down my army if they want to, and I mean they obviously want to. No question about that. I could just poison. I mean, I should just poison, I think. Like, should the assassins. Instant death, no question. No recovery, nothing. But long-term advantage, trading a level 1 unit for a level 2 unit, I can live with this, especially considering I will get 16 XP out of that. So you can see I would actually need level 2 shock troopers to probably handle them. I don't have them, so I will do what I can. So you can see they are not actually willing to attack anyone because they would pretty much die. Like what? I do not want to accidentally kill them because I want to feed Asheviere this kill. There we go. The more high level units I kill, of course, the less of them I do need to kill. So I can more or less ignore this guy. He will die either way. That's clear enough. I cut you to pieces. And basically I will pay attention to everyone else. Fair enough, I think. Beyond that, I think over here I'll just stick to a defensive position. That should be good enough. Okay, you can see I cannot get more than 1 unit to attack them without being attacked by either of those guys. Since I want to avoid that, I'll be careful. And this should do well enough. Perfect. So yeah. That fight is pretty much won, the rest is just time, basically. Like, yeah, my trolls are getting destroyed, but I can live with that. As long as they don't go for me leader, I'm fine. Ouch. But yeah, as you can see, this is the first unit side 4 has contributed that. No, yeah, I'm gonna hedge my bets a little bit there. This is... technically... I don't like doing this. I think I basically will do everything else, prove that I do not need game-wise to kill this unit, and then maybe brute force killing this unit because I'm doing it for the achievement, not for the game state itself. There we go. Okay, yeah, let's take this one, why not? Oh snap, maybe let's just keep far away from this guy. yeah, it's definitely not a question of it's yeah. Nonetheless, I would like to prove that I can afford to not use a unit. Like, for example, this is 93.6 chance, this is 91.6 chance, and if I'm not using this unit, which I could use to kill them, I think that proves well enough that I definitely can kill them. I just really want to give the XP. And as I said, I do not get to play here any other time. So here reaching level 4 is really unimportant beyond the achievement. Like, I would love to just send them in, but I was unlucky, I missed, so technically, so I'm not gonna use them. That's it. Do I want to recruit anything? Not really. Actually, what's my ratio? Oh, my ratio is actually pretty horrible, but I'm nonetheless obviously winning. Actually, why? Like, I've got 22 units to their also 22 units, which is surprising. I guess it's... Wait, what's the gold ratio? The gold ratio is much better than the kill ratio. So another kill for our... Come on! Nah, actually I don't need to force this. I have 2 units I would like to level. Those 2. And if it doesn't work for one of them, it will work for the other. I do not need to rush this. Die. Indeed. Heal. Border them, I guess. Definitely get another assassin, I would say, and a couple archers. Also, I will still need to deal with those guys. Okay, let's wait for trolls, I guess. This one, not option. Let's make him hopefully walk for me. I kinda doubt it. You just run. Yeah, this would work. Okay, I did not want this lieutenant to die. Was unlucky, honestly. But it was a bad call to have him stand there. I'm very glad that they survived anyway. So yeah, and I gotta start moving before they actually start healing up. Otherwise, well, pretty sure that they're not... Ah, damn it. Like, why I'm redoing this turn right now, because this is the only field, or one of the only 2 fields where I can actually reach an enemy with my young queen. And therefore... Okay, maybe I was wrong, maybe I could have reached there as well. My bad. But anyway, a fort is the only place where I can reach with her. And therefore I needed to secure that place instead of accidentally blocking it. Nice. Level 3 for leadership for the win. So definitely need to protect this one. This guy is still a pain. This guy still needs to get poisoned to death. Guy still needs to go down. This one cannot move. I mean, that's at least not gonna hurt him. That would definitely hurt them. Heal. Right, maybe I should get more mages to actually smoke them out from there. But for now, that's gonna be enough. Definitely want this level 2 unit, level 3 unit to get poisoned. No question about that. And maybe heal this one as well. Whoops, this one as well. There is no early finish bonus or nothing, which I think could also be added here. Like, he's doing a good job as distracting them, I would say. I need to start moving on them, otherwise... Oh, they're starting to move on me. Perfect, I will take that. Definitely gonna take that. Fighting these traitors, I have found my true strength. Now no one can stop my rise to power. Dark Queen Rising. Advance Asheviere to level 4 and out of 4. Actually makes me wonder, did I need her to kill a level 2 unit? No, I did not. And there we go, finally with the healer. This guy is a sacrifice. This guy is for protection and sort of also a sacrifice. Okay, actually, I could have made better decisions because they don't need mages to kill them. And she doesn't need to kill anyone right now, actually. It's good at... Damn, bro! It's technically good enough for her to just collect XP by attack. Are you kidding me? Anyway. Kill this one, and then use my mage privileges to shoot this guy down. Coupled with leadership, of course. There we go. Finally got rid of that one. Actually, honestly, a shame that he's gonna die, so I'm not gonna do that. Like, I was really thinking about, I could give him the kill, but then he would die, so I would rather not. So we obviously need to cover her, because if she dies, I mean, that's obvious enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Need to cover a little bit better. Maybe like this. That's why I hope they will focus the assassin instead of this one first. And I get to survive, hopefully. If not, we'll have to rethink the turn. Oh, snap. Yeah, I'm dead. Officially dead. You low-born commoner! How dare you raise your hand against the queen? You are not my queen. Impossible. My reign has just begun. I think that was kind of ironic. I definitely think that was ironic. So I'm definitely not gonna touch him with her. Like, no thanks, this guy's dealing way too much damage for my taste. Lucky, worst case I would have just had to get another one. Would have been a shame, but that would have been quite doable indeed. Protect this one, I guess, like this one is obviously dead. And technically, I do not necessarily need to protect her, but I would like to. Oh, I definitely would like to protect her. This one, just in case. Like there's a chance that he goes for my assassin and kills them, but he might not. We don't know yet. So, trolls maybe? Like level 2 your loyalists really go through my units like butter. Alright, I've got a healer right now, so I don't need to send everyone back. Okay, that was expected, that's okay. I didn't mean to poison them, so that's good news. No, lucky. I honestly didn't quite expect them to focus that one, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, so far she hasn't been that evil, so... Maybe you're right, maybe you're not. I mean, the whole idea of the rewrite is to make it a bit more ambiguous. And so far, I do believe they've succeeded. Like, is she not doing well for Wesnoth right now? Yes. Was Garrett a paragon of virtue? No. Is it understandable what she's doing? Kinda yes. Does it mean it's justified? Maybe not so. But it's definitely no longer black and white. And I do think that makes for a more interesting story. A more real story too. I still need to deal with those guys that they are hella annoying. Yes, Mech, I did. Unless you updated in the last 2 hours, then I cannot guarantee I have the newest campaign. And I will, either way, I will check once I finish the scenario. Also for the record, I've written down two typos. And there's also another thing I would like to add. I think the scenario would be great if there was some more emphasizing on Asheviere not wanting a Pyrrhic defeat, a Pyrrhic victory. Like she wants to have enough soldiers to win, to actually march on Dantok, right? So in that case, it would, for example, make sense if if there was a turn limit or something about not losing so many soldiers, like losing less than X units, or the number of units that die in the scenario affecting gold in the next scenarios, in the final scenario, all of those. And I think that would flesh out this specific scenario a bit more and make it more interesting. Like, I'm not saying it's not interesting, I'm saying I believe there's still room to grow. Does that make sense? Actually, I did not have to attack them yet. That's on me. Also, as you can see, I'm absolutely crushing them, so that's quite nice. Do you want me to write it down again, or like I can of course write it down in the forums, but if you've already written it down already, then that would be kind of superfluous. So just checking in. No, I did not mean to attack them with me. No, I definitely did not to go with a melee attack there. No question about that. Oops, I actually meant to move them a bit. Ouch. Okay, so I would definitely survive. 5 damage. Oh yes, I would definitely survive that. Okay, on the forums. Then let me give me a moment to write it down. Oops. Empathize. Yes, desire to not to have enough soldiers left. So let units lost influence. Golden final scenario. Or turn limit, meaning scenario goes on for too long, I will have lost too many soldiers. Too many losses, and maybe a limit how many units I can lose, and for example X units, that's gold, and losing X plus 20 units. Something. Okay. Got it typed out. Then let's continue over here. First, this guy dies, and so does this guy. Refer to him. Those guys need to go down. This one I can ignore, he's poisoned. What's he gonna do? Get cured and attack with 1 HP instantly? I don't think so. Oh, and maybe don't risk him. Right, move that one over there. Over there. I'll also add to the notes that there's no area finish bonus. As it is to the notes that there is no finish bonus. Oh yeah, that would be very nice. By the way, something I also pointed out is that, I mean, you technically lifted Dark Queen and Dark Queen from mainline, where she is a level 3 unit, so her stats do not really match her level 4 status. I mean, even in mainline she is a bit too weak, which I hope can and will be improved upon. But especially right now, she's definitely weaker than she should be as a supposed level 4 unit. Oh, okay. Interesting. Then I definitely would love a rework of her official description. Her knowledge of magic makes her worthwhile for in combat. And she's got 15 times 2 attack, while a Great Mage has 17 times 4. It is not just like the only difference between a Great Mage, like the difference between a Great Mage and the Dark Queen Asheviere is Great Mage has more HP, has more range damage, like has more than twice as much range damage, has even more melee damage, but they don't have leadership. That does not make any sense. Like I could actually live better with Dark Queen being a level 3 unit with a special leadership like Queen leadership or Terror or whatever that confers an improved leadership while making her a level 3 unit, because even as a level 3 unit she is not really strong. So it would make more sense to me for her to be a level 4 unit with a special ability that indeed confers better leadership than making her a level 4 unit for leadership's sake. And yeah, as I said, I'm fine with that. Like, her being a weak level 3 unit with a special leadership unit just makes more sense nonetheless. And especially if you want to highlight that she is a weak fighter intentionally, lying her knowledge of magic makes her a worthy foe and needs to be scrapped. Because it doesn't make any sense. So I'm definitely not gonna try to kill him. That would be a bit annoying, to be honest. And Sir Grey is a much easier target, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grind. We're gonna take him down and be happy about it, I guess. But I mean, mostly it's just not gonna be hard to take him down. I don't think any more units. Just it's Wordsman, I would say. Did I lose a unit? No, okay, I didn't lose a unit. Great. I would think so, yes. As you can see, I did take out this enemy leader quite early, which I think is in line with the scouting and like the way it's planned to be. I also did my best to stick to in-game information, meaning that I don't draw too heavily or at all, actually, on the information I obtained by playing this scenario previously. And yeah, I definitely think it is a good place to flesh out Asheviere and her motivations and her skill. And I would say I'm quite happy with that indeed. Damage, 5 damage, I can live with that. This one heal for a bit. Let's go. Nice. Okay. I just finished writing my suggestion about giving her basically a better leadership version, leadership attack. Okay, actually I do not need to poison him. The +4 heal doesn't do that much, and any damage an assassin can't throw is questionable at best. Oh, I forgot to apply leadership there. Whoops. That's on me. Die. There we go. I'm gonna send Chief Guruk over there just to apply leadership to my archers to accelerate the whole process of, well, murdering Sir Grey, or at least driving him into retreating. Actually, I think you should also maybe ask my viewers if they found the battle interesting. I mean, right now I do have an audience, which is I think perfect for actually collecting opinions about it. So yeah, I think that would be quite useful. Damn, he could technically kill him, and I really hope he doesn't. Shame. I actually didn't want that kill, but I guess I'll have to do with that. Actually, what's his description? Baron warrior. The kings and princes of human nobility are still often trained rigorously in the combat arts, partly out of tradition from when their ancestors made their wealth in war. Fitted in armor so skillfully made as to incite envy even from some dwarvish smiths, these nobles are well conditioned to the art of moving in heavy armor, and can maneuver across the battlefield much faster than their gilded plate would suggest. Fair enough. Please don't die. Yes. Free kill. Not as free as I would have thought, but good enough for sure. So I'm technically just waiting for night, so I can actually deal damage without instantly killed on resolution. Like, it's still a risk with that guy, but of course less so if I actually remove him first. Wait for nighttime first. But yeah, it is clear enough this battle is already finished. Actually, look at this. How much damage would that do? There's literally a chance to die, even though I've got 40% infect resistance. So yeah, I would much rather wait for nighttime. Oh, ouch. 39 damage, help. Like, I'm reasonably confident that he will go for this one, which means my units will survive. And I'm definitely risking them now. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. I'm definitely taking all the villages I can get to deny him the income. Oh, this is a lieutenant. I almost didn't see that. So I do finally get them. And there we go. A Mage of Light to further boost my damage. At this point it is a bit grindy, to be honest, because I need to hold more or less the income at bay instead of their units. Oh snap! Wait a moment. Why did they go for them? I see, because they had a chance to kill him with one hit. Interesting. In that case, I'm definitely waiting one more turn. No question about it. There's no reason for me to waste my level 2 units like that. Like, for the record, collecting these villages doesn't do me any good. It really just mostly denies the income to the enemy units. To enemy leaders, to be precise. Unlucky. Die. Lucky. Lucky that I survived. Yep, he's not even willing to attack. Okay, so at least we are no longer at a point where they can one-shot me. At least for none of my units. And I really hope they go for him, because he will then level. Which wouldn't be that unusual, actually. Choice. Oh, come on! I've really gotta wonder. Is one of them ready to level? No. Okay, so it's really just going for them out of spite and to kill them. I can't avoid that. Like, one of them will die, and it's sadly this one. I gotta deal with that. Actual leadership. Please apply some leadership. Nice. And let's end the scenario, I would say. There we go. Of course, we're gonna take this guy down first. Last, our luck has turned against us. But I can't die here. Fall back, man, fall back. The glorious Sir Grey flees in terror, casting off his heavy army as he goes. A pitiful sight. Sir Grey and his heavy infantrymen beat a hasty retreat. Sir Grey will have 75 less gold in the final scenario. My allies have left me alone against our royal army. I cannot risk losing my entire army here. We must retreat. The worms flee before us. You are a fine warlord, Queen. I'm much more than a warlord. Watch your tongue. Ah, I know warlord when I see one. What are you all gonna do now? Chase them down? No. An army loses discipline in a chase and often becomes prey itself. Ah, back in Garatswa, I remember a time we surrounded and slaughtered an entire squad of knights chasing our goblins. Good memories. So I am commanding an orderly march on Dantong. If General Dommel has not failed me at half, we will soon have their ferrets surrounded. I want the rebel plague eradicated before the first snow. And there we go. A level 3 unit for my Orcish war leader. So we will not have access to any of these units soon, sadly. And yeah, for now, let's go to the next scenario, but anyone watching right now and maybe also when watching the stream later. Oh, TestWare3 followed me. Thanks for the follow. Actually, I actually didn't know what to make of when you just wrote in sub in here. But yeah, thanks for following. Back to this. Anyone watching right now, since Mech is also here, what did you think of this channel? Like, I liked it. I think it can be polished even further, but it's already good. It's definitely good. And I can also see why it was added because while this campaign is sort of about Asheviere, like characterizing what happens after the Deceiver's Gambit, it is definitely great. Like Asheviere is barely seems to play a role. It's more about the effect. So it's good to have one scenario where she is the main character and she is being characterized. Anyway, next scenario. Back to Bazur and Isolde. With Queen Asheviere from the south and General Dommel from the north, Dantong was surrounded. The soldiers of the crown were more driven than ever, emboldened by a hope that the fall of Dantong should bring the bloodshed of civil war to a close. But victory would not come easily. Dantong was a fortress nigh unto world in itself, and still maintained a garrison of several thousand soldiers, even after Baron the Fair's defeats. Both Asheviere and the rebel lords would risk all in this final pitched battle. The pivotal role would be played by Berzoor and Isolde, who made their way through a dark tunnel towards the heart of the rebel lair. An underground feed. That Dommel of yours, he's so angry. But it's good, a leader must be angry. I hope you remember his words well, Berzoor. Words. Words are rubbish, but I'll never forget how he executed those chiefs. If you make the general angry, the same fate awaits you. Aha. What about our destination? How far is it? By my best guess, we're still a few days from Dantong. How I long to reach the surface. The underworld is so miserably cold and dark. My trolls enjoy it, right, Grump? Yes, Grump enjoy. Wish to stay and live here after war over. Not likely. On what? Move Berzoor to the end of the tunnel. Ah, they're everywhere! Rebels, at last! My arms are getting stiff. Well, let's warm up. And crawlers! Crawlers, great! Not great! Get forward and clear the way of rebels and ants, especially ants! So as you can see, the rebels are besieged by ants, and as you can see, the ants are not on the same side actually. Like there's true Chelka's forces and false true Chelka forces, and of course the rebel forces apparently caught in the middle. So I'm definitely not gonna get Aaron. Like, nope. I do probably should go for trolls mostly, but for now I'm. Can I pet that dog? Yes, it's a perfect name. Um, let's look for named units first. I mean, Goblin Pillager is likely to be useful. Rorschach. I mean, why not? Swordsmen are definitely strong. Arshak, of course, not big on. And electric bands are also around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna attack them. So also the objective or the achievement for this scenario is to squash one of the warring leaders in an underground feed, which would be one of the ant leaders basically. So you can see those guys are really cut off as much as they can possibly be. So I'm definitely gonna Arshak and my Great Wolf and my heavy cavalry, well, Goblin Knight. Just for fun, pretty much. I could get Moog right now, but I'm not sure if I really need them. Actually, what kind of trolls do I have? Because they are technically the best odds I have right now. And Resilient and Strong, definitely looking good. I think, yeah, that should be it for now. Maybe I get more later, but not now for sure. It seems I get to keep all the XP. That is very nice of them, very generous. Yes, I think I'll do it like this. Then I move up here. Level him. Grew into mighty and glorious troll, just like father. And he turns into a great troll, which is very nice for sure. Yeah, I can guess why this is your favorite scenario. Anyway, as you can see, that allowed me to wipe out a whole number of them, that's for sure. Oh nice. They go for... Oh, damn. They literally decided to murder themselves. Nice. Where to next? Oh no, the passageway is blocked. Now we have to travel through the hole stuck by those critters. I hear them coming this way. Dozens, no, hundreds. On both sides. Damn it. Let's fight through one of the side tunnels. Quick! So you can see we are in trouble. Way too many ants. And we just have to cut through them somehow, I guess. If I can even hit them, apparently. Like that. Whoops, nope, nope, no. Okay, I don't have to block them off yet, so everything's fine. I was worried that they might get in there and cut me off a little bit. I was wrong, they're actually not even moving at me. Hey, look! It's the rebel leaders. Maybe I should take them down, who knows? I'm definitely starving for villages, so maybe I will take over that camp over there. Would be a good idea, I think. But yeah, you can see they are not doing well right now. Understandable, they are caught beside two warring factions of ants. I don't think I would be doing much that well either. Okay, I will definitely survive that, so whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing much help for those two swordsmen. Good thing is that green is very much leaving me alone for now, and purple is not in reach. Oh, they are straight up going for the leader, it seems. Interesting, actually. Let's see. Shame. I was kind of hoping to slow them, so I definitely wouldn't have to deal with them, but no such luck. Please go away, I don't like you. Yeah, that... Oh, come on. Oh, I see, because I'm next to the enemy leader, I get it. That's why they immediately attacked me. But yeah, blue is definitely being overrun right now. Honestly, I'm probably gonna skip fighting very, very soon. Because as you can see, there's a lot of fighting going on in the place. And... like... those two ant factions wailing on each other. Oh, come on, no. That's bad for me. I definitely need to remove this one. So I'm gonna give up on trying to kill him right now. And instead focus on those guys. And on healing my units, I would say. I definitely would like to take over that camp. Oh, come on, that poor guy killed himself, basically. No, don't kill my poor wolf. Yeah, that guy's dead. definitely can kill him this turn, for sure. I would really love to collect some more villages at some point. I'm running out of money. Roll. Finally. I beg for mercy, or at least an honorable death by the hand of a knight. Why not at the head of an orc? So we have got two options. To accept his death or to give him mercy. And I do prefer to accept... no, to give him mercy, because killing him just gives me an item which is useful, admittedly, but not killing him gives me the unit and his ability to recruit swordsmen, which I value a bit more highly. Level 2 units, I don't have the option to recruit them so far. I will not kill you. Stand up and tell me what is going on here. Thank you! I thought I was going to die in this hellhole. I'm Ron, commander of the Swordsmen of Dantonk. I served the Lord, the Baron de Ferris. When the city was besieged, my lord sent me to the catacombs. Me and my best swordsman to the catacombs. I was quiet at first, but then the bombardment started. The passageway collapsed, and out of the holes in the walls came these wild creatures. I don't know if it was the noise or what, but they just kept coming and coming, outnumbering us 10 to 1. Almost all my swordsmen died fighting them. I can't believe my lord would send us to such a horrible and ignominious death. Dantonk will soon be taken, and the first will be strung up on a gallows. Join us, Ron, and we have a task worthy of your swordsman. My lord ruined me, and you saved my life. I'll join you. The Ferris will regret treating us like fodder. One squad. Ron's squad. Ron has joined you. He is a leader and can recruit swordsmen when standing on a keep. Which I find very, very nice. So let's test that. See, swordsmen are now recruitable. Maybe not that useful in this scenario because I'm fighting underground, but in general, definitely worth it. Okay, so I would actually like... Okay, yeah, this is the point where I skip moves and combat because most of it really doesn't involve me. Okay, maybe I will not skip combat, but I will definitely skip moves. See, they are definitely more interested in fighting each other than fighting me. But as you can see, I'm kinda in the line of fire or attack. Of fire is not that wrong actually, because fire ends and all that. But it's not completely correct either. But I'm not that hung up about the particulars. Okay, now I'm also gonna skip combat. Like, I'm literally not even a part of this war, so not much of a point of watching this war go on. You can see I keep to myself, and I mean, if I'm in the way, they do attack me, but otherwise, they're not exactly going out of their way to attack me. Did I forget to I did forget to recall Moog. Let's get him. Rock Lobber, I think. I don't have one yet. What are humans doing in an ant den? Hey you, are you fighting for the queen or for the rebels? For the queen, of course. And she's in danger. Dwarf, aka Dwarf Tough, the Shadow Lord. Our people. The damned rebels want to overthrow our Queen Shuchelka. And Mechanical, the Highwayman. What did you call Asheviere? What kind of Asheviere? We are talking about our Queen Shuchelka, and we don't give a damn about your surface squabbles. So you don't support the Wesnoth crown? We don't support anyone. We don't care about the crown of Wesnoth. We have our own war to fight, more important than yours. Bazur, cut him down. We can't advance with these crazies in the rear. Wait, they amuse me. What kind of war you got going on down here? We lived peacefully in these caves with Queen Chuchelka. Together with the ants, we grew mushrooms and fought off roving soldiers. Everything was fine. Until the false Chuchelka came. She's taken over the other end of the cave, and now she wants to destroy our queen. Perhaps you can help us? If you destroy the false Chuchelka, you shall earn the favor of our gracious queen. Looks like another queen needs help from the orcs. So I get to decide to either help them or not help them, and if they don't help them, everyone will stay my enemy like previously. But I'll help them. Alright, I'll help you. Are you crazy? We don't have time for this nonsense. We have to go to Dantong. Don't fret. A bunch of ants is nothing against orcs. We won't be here long. Thank you very much. The Queen Tuchelka says her subjects shan't attack you anymore. Thanks for that, I guess. So mechanical... Mech is mechanical, obviously. I mean... Duh. Of course, I guess. And I mean, dwarf is healthy. As a dwarf, I guess. Dwarf tough. I'm not gonna comment that. At least not much. Anyway, we've got like we are now a bit more involved in the rest of the scenario. So let's show moves and attacks again. That's at least the decision I'm making. Oh, that's a shame. I have to get through the tunnels first, of course. So you can see green is actually winning quite well so far. It's questionable if they really needed my help, but I'm definitely tilting it in their favor. And Bazur, I mean, okay, I'm kind of I will clear this path over there, and then I will move Bazur forward to well, the end of the tunnel, because that's the final. Oh, come on! I kind of do need to hit enemies though, and I definitely need more villages. I think I'm gonna steal a couple from green, like they need them much anyways. So I definitely want to level my wolf. Very cute wolf. I mean, it's a wolf. Case in point. It's the gateway to the catacombs of Dantong. We made it, but it's locked. What do we do? Just get me to the gate, to that gate. I'll knock it down. And hi, Arklich. Well, actually, maybe a good moment to call out the events I recalled. Gagak by Refumi, of course. Where do we have... Where are you? Okay, Moog doesn't really count. Electric Pants, obviously by Electric Pants. And Big An, now an Orcish Warlord by, I believe, Ace of Dog. I would admittedly have to look that up. I prefer writing that kind of thing down, because I do not quite trust me to memorize it. Plus, there's not much of a reason to memorize it. Anyway, our side is definitely winning this underground war. Still questionable war, but at least we're winning it. Yeah. It is definitely a fun line. Oh, I definitely should get Archak over here to support his dog. And let's collect more villages. Now that they have me on their side, it's not really like they need the income that much. I really wonder what the hell Ron gotta be thinking about it. Like, both ants killed the swordsman, sure, but that also means the green ants killed them as well. And now we're working together with them. Shame. I still need 2 more villages, so I stop running out of income. Start running out of gold. There we go. And looks like, well, like I'll also be able to make a push toward the enemy leader. Perfect. How's the, well, quite well. Not that well, I guess, but they're not doing badly at least. They're simply not dying. I think that's decent enough for now. Told you I can knock down a gate in a heartbeat. Fair enough. So I'm really just maneuvering him into position for now. I don't plan on just leaving or anything like that. Yeah. Really just, the point really is just to move into position so I can end as soon as I have finished fighting that one. I'm afraid that my units will be stuck over there. Yeah. Should have played that better, to be honest. Now those guys have to push. I would say it's not that he can't knock it down, but he didn't care to knock it down. What's that? The royal army must be bombarding the city. The queen's assault is about to begin. We must hurry. Great! He's really looking forward to that fight. Oh snap! This is as far as you get, you usurper dogs. We'll see about that. Whoops. Did not quite expect those guys. I guess Grump definitely needs to back him up. Otherwise, I don't really think he's seeing the end of this place. So yeah, getting my unit stuck over there, not a good play. Not at all. I might look at going back to turn 21, so I can push my units forward instead of getting stuck by Green's units. Because I definitely do want to wipe that one out. Oh, come on. I really would have thought that I would be able to do a better showing there. Seems we have discovered the enemy. Yep, we did. False Queen Chichalka, Giant Ant Queen. Plague in the sense of if it kills me, it will sort of implant eggs in me, pretty sure, and then those eggs will hatch and, well, new ant, I guess. Oh, come on, he did block me as well. My allies are not helpful at all. At all. At least I'm getting some hits in. Really? Eh. Yeah. Really looks like I'll be going back to turn 21 to do a better job at advancing at the enemy leader. Choke points is definitely doing a great job at holding me back. Plus, yeah, the situation. Okay, that was dumb. The situation over there is not that great either. Down. It's gonna survive that. Okay, final push or something like that. I might actually make it through here in time. Not confident about the rebels though. That's unfortunate. Oh snap. Damn, that leadership. Welp. Okay. I think I'm going back to turn 21 because this is looking a bit questionable if I can make it in time. Like, I would, for example, send Grump with Bazoo instantly in there to deal with those guys faster and avoid getting stuck over there. Definitely avoid getting stuck over there. And that should accelerate pretty much everything. Down that gate, great. Perfect. And I make sure that I do not get stuck at that choke point. Like worst case, worst case, I don't kill this one this turn, like pretty sure I won't kill them this turn. But at the very least those won't stop me from going through there. They might, maybe I can get them to go over there to try their luck over there, which would be quite great. But at least they won't stand in my way. That's the important part. Wolf got queened. Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna skip it. We had it just moments ago. I see. So this guy, those two can, no, this one can actually reach. So I do get to attack this one preemptively, more or less. What I'm gonna do is rotate through those guys, and they can deal with them, I guess. That's fine by me. for the record, if I decide to kill Queen Chichalka, or rather to kill Mech and Dwarf Delve, those two will give one item each, which is useful, not awesome to be honest, but useful nonetheless. For example, a Night's Dog, take it or leave it. This was a dumb play, by the way. But yeah, just saying. It's fighting this one is not without reward. Okay, do need to cut through that, because otherwise they will just rotate their units there. Okay, let's go. Unlucky. Also a lot of description. I like it. I think he'll survive it. It might actually get close, but I am confident enough to be honest. Let's have them that moment over there. I don't mind. And let's cut through this. Technically they can reach, and I would rather not test this if they can kill me. Description of the Dark Queen, 2 sentences. Description of the Antec, wall of text. Accurate. Oh snap. No! No! Absolutely not! Will not see my poor dog get murdered. That's for sure. Better. Now there's no touching him. That's what we get for attacking me. For attacking my poor innocent dog. Yeah, absolutely. No, okay, I was really scared that one of the green units would swoop in on there and I would not be able to attack the next turn. That would be a bit annoying. Damn, bro. Shame. I was kinda hoping that that would hit. So as you can see, the giant ant eggs wake up as soon as a unit next to them dies. So that's just something to take note of. Can I slow them? I can. Nice. Kill this one, I guess. Like, sure, this one will wake up, but it's still one enemy less. Die. Perfect. I could do that, but maybe not. Actually, I can do that indeed. Okay. So I would say I am winning this. I mean, winning, sure, but I'm also actually taking down the enemy leaders. Yeah, not risking that. I should fire ours and let everything burn. So just this is the throwback to Moog burning the sacred forest to murder pretty much a lot of enemies without fighting them. Which is a viable strategy. No question about that. There we go, and let's collect another village. They are done for, finally. Priorities indeed. Where's Ashak? There's Ashak. Yeah, that's actually quite an improved amount of damage. Leadership 25%. Can't kill them. Shame. Let's help them. Let's help my poor dog out. Perfect. Then, yeah, I would like to give my. Actually, looking at that, it makes much more sense to give him the skill and to give my beautiful dog the level 3 kill, of course, provided they can hit. I guess Ashak will have to stand in and finish the job then himself. The puny bug is crushed, and you were afraid, Isolde. Thank you for your help. Queen Chuchalka will provide you with soldiers to bring law and order to your lands. So as you can see, we get 6 units. And Bazur points out correctly, ha! Queen Chuchalka is more willing to provide backup than Queen Asheviere. Enough of this. Peacemakers crash one of the warring leaders in an underground feud. I mean, he's not wrong. That's not great. At least he's going down. So yeah, and of course I'm not moving my newly acquired ward close. Six units, indeed. So I get a fire and I get 4 fire ants, a fire bane, and a fire bomb. I'll take that. Should be useful against the heavy infantry, I guess. It's quiet. Let's go. Wait a moment. I want to ask you something. Why do your orcs always delight in carnage and bloodshed? Why is it that even now, when we are about to find ourselves in the heart of a rebel lair and will most likely die, you are smiling and eager to move forward? An orc is defined by the battles in which he fell, by the battle in which he fell. The fiercer the battle, the better. If I die during the greatest battle of your war, amidst a huge fortress surrounded by all those lords in shining armor, then I was a great orc. War songs will be sung of my glory to the envy of all White Fangs. You are strange creatures indeed. Humans are defined more by what we do in times of peace. Which is what? Sowing big fields of grass? I'd like to survive the coming battle, you know. What for? I want to return to a peaceful life when this war is done. First because of Garrett, and now because of these rebels, I've had to waste the best years of my life in bloodshed. That's great. Peace is for weaklings. Have you never lived peacefully yourself? Did you ever start a family? Have children? Sure I did. But every son is a bastard who will sooner or later try to kill you and take your place, so I'm glad I escaped from them. Huh. Fret not. I'll have my grunts cover you more if you want to survive so badly. Now let's get up there. I can't wait to see this Dantong of yours and to meet the Chief Rebel himself. Rebel. I think this is a really good timing. I mean, I've got, what, 40 seconds left in my stream. And yeah, basically I will see you next time, and next time will be the final scenario. So we have also 2 more achievements left. Queen's officials or not so magnificent armor. Actually, for scenario 6, for example, if you do not incorporate my units dying into uh, the the objectives, we could incorporate them into the achievements. So of scenario 6, proficient something, proficient in warfare or something like that. Uh, have only so and so many units of so and so many of your units dying, or kill twice as many units as you lose, something like that. Let me add it. So let's add the scenario first. The end of the war. See you next week. And of course, thanks for watching. And again, thanks to TeslaCraft3 for following. See you next time. And of course, feel free to watch it on YouTube as well. I don't mind.